Annalise Midgley.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I want to focus on one of the flagship measures in this bill, Clause 1, attendance at sentencing hearing. This is a law that has been fought for and today will be won by my constituent Cheryl Corbell. This law will compel convicted criminals to attend their sentencing hearings and ensure there are meaningful consequences if they refuse. And where I'm from, we call it Olivia's law. Today, for me, this is all about Olivia. It is all about Cheryl, and it is all about her cousin Antonia. This has been some journey for Cheryl, and one that begun in unimaginable circumstances. Cheryl's daughter, Olivia, was 9 years old when she was murdered in her own home by a stranger with a gun in August 2022. The murderer, Thomas Cashman, fired a bullet through the door of Olivia's home. It passed through the wrist of Cheryl before hitting Olivia in the chest and ending her life. To lose a child to murder in your own home while you try to protect them is a burden no parent should ever be asked to bear. But Olivia's murderer remained in his cell, refusing to face the court, to hear Cheryl's words, or look her in the eye. It was the act of a coward. And since then, Cheryl has been fighting for that injustice to end. Madam Deputy Speaker, I first met Cheryl and Antonia when they came to my very first surgery as their MP, and since that day, we have stood side by side. We have worked to turn this campaign into law, raising it with ministers, taking it to the Prime Minister, and it is fair to say Cheryl and Antonia have been here so much they've met most of the Cabinet members and half of the PLP. And at the second reading, I was privileged that Cheryl allowed me to read her victim impact statement in this chamber. And I did that because her words would carry more power than anything I could possibly say. I wanted them to be heard by the world. Those words Olivia's murderer, Thomas Cashman, refused to hear. I just want to say a few words from them today. My 9-year-old Liv was the light of our lives. Our beautiful, sassy, chatty girl who never ran out of energy. She was a character. She was my baby. She will never get to make her Holy Communion, wear that prom dress, have her sweet 16th birthday, walk down the aisle with the man of her dreams, or become mother to her own children. All that promise of her future so cruelly taken away. Now I have to drive to the cemetery to be close to my baby daughter, telling her I miss her smile, her kisses, her cuddles, her voice. Cashman should have heard those words, but he could make the choice not to. This is the injustice at the heart of this, because Cheryl did speak. She found the strength to put into words the love she has for her daughter and the devastation that she has to face every single day. And today, we make sure that choice to turn away, to hide, is no longer an option. I want to thank the government for listening to Cheryl, especially to the Minister for Victims on our front bench. And I know there were times when Cheryl thought this day would never come. Well, Cheryl, it has. Cheryl and I are two peas in a pod. We've both just turned 50. She turned 50 on Saturday. Happy birthday. We are both from council estates from the same part of town. We both had working class upbringings. Families who didn't have much, but worked hard and gave us everything in love. And that matters because it speaks to who Cheryl is. She is someone who lifts people, who brings warmth and strength to others, even in her darkest moments. And alongside her has been her remarkable cousin Antonia. Together they have been relentless. They've taken unimaginable grief and turned it into change. And because of her, because of both of them, victims' voices will be heard. This law is Cheryl's achievement. It is Olivia's legacy. We honour her and all of the other campaigners and victims who fought for this, and I am proud properly proud that is a Labour government delivering it.
Yeah.